Hi everyone, ciao. I just found out that you can say ciao for hello and goodbye, so I'm gonna just stick with that. Aloha, bonjour, comment ça va? Hello, Montreal. I don't even know if people from here watch me that much. It's raining here, so we're cozy. We're cozy inside, and you know what we're gonna do? Oh, I forgot to put on my bow. I'm gonna put it right there where I'm supposed to do my roots soon. Hi! I got these bows for my son's birthday yesterday and I love them. And we're talking about love today, you know, mystical me. Isn't it pretty? Oh, c'est multicolore. Oops. Won't stay. Let's see how long it stays. Oh, but I want you all to take me seriously today because we're talking about love. So a few things that I love. Yesterday I went shopping for my little guy for his birthday. We had such a nice day. We had a lot of fun go-karting. They were funny. I got myself some new perfume because it was just so me. So welcome, Mystical Monday. And this is called The Beach. And it's blue and I had to buy it. So we're going to spray some beach around it, even though we are not at the beach. We're going to pretend because I'm talking about things that I love, and I love the beach. We all know that about Mystical, don't we? Ça sent bon. I'm very smelly. I love things that smell good, you know, and I don't like things that smell bad. And when I was pregnant with both of my boys, smells were just drove me crazy. I couldn't stand it. It was just so heightened in my sense of smell. But I love fulfilling all of our senses in the sacred space, and that is very Sufi. I live in a neighborhood that's very multicultural, and I love that about it. But I knew these two brothers that used to come into the coffee shop that I worked at that was very Greek. But all kinds of people came into that coffee shop because it was very much like a community center. It had so much heart. Oh, that family had so much heart. I loved them so much. They taught me everything about authenticity and soul, and we all went through so much there. But anyway, I knew these two brothers that used to come there, and they sort of transformed into Sufis. And I watched them transform, and it was just cool because Sufism is a way of life. And they just sort of started to grow their beards. They both had red hair, and they just started to grow their beards and really more spiritual and more believing. I think they were twins. And the coffee shop I worked at was owned by two Greek brothers. I've talked about that, but let's not talk too much about that because one of them passed away, but he is my angel and lives in my heart now. Speaking of love. Okay, so anyway, these two other brothers opened up a restaurant nearby, and it's probably my favorite restaurant. It's called Rumi's, and everything in there is so stimulating to the senses. Sufism, that's what we're talking about on Mystical Monday today, and Rumi, and it's all about love. So I'm going to read to you a little bit about it. And I don't have my glasses on. And yesterday, thank you for enjoying my video so much from my birthday boys video. That was so sweet of you. And I had said I don't have my glasses, so hold on a second. But then I just went on without them, and I was able to read without them. So, you know, I'm not that blind. So anyway, today we're going to talk about all kinds of things that I love. Oh, and I was going to put on I also got some new vanilla cream. And my favorite, probably my favorite ever artist. Sorry, I didn't realize I had to open this because I haven't even opened it yet. Oh, Mystical. My favorite ever artist. You know who she is? Do you all know who she is? You know Stevie Nicks. I can't open it. No vanilla for us right now. Stevie Nicks. So we're having a Stevie Nicks practice, and I know that she is a gypsy at heart, and I just had a really nice bath, and the song came to me, and it's been coming to me a little bit lately. It's catching me, and I don't want to do it, but then today I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. It's pertinent. So we're gonna lie down and relax to that song, Sarah, by Fleetwood Mac, and we'll talk more about it after. So still, right now, we're talking about Rumi and love, and gypsies, and whirling, and mystics. What what does it mean to be a mystic? A person who claims to attain or believes in the possibility of attaining insight into mysteries transcending the ordinary human knowledge, as by direct communication with the divine or immediate intuition in a state of spiritual ecstasy. And to me, that is so yoga. What is the mystic? The mystic. Mystic. A person who seeks by contemplation and self-surrender to obtain unity with or absorption into the deity or the absolute, or who believes in the spiritual apprehension of truths that are beyond the intellect. Oh. So I am a mystic. I have had direct experience with the divine. I believe so much in the divine. I believe enough for us all. And that is what it is when we say namaste. I believe in the light within me. Divinity within me is the light within me. But the light within me, you know what it is? It's love. Love is divinity. And there is perhaps even beyond love. But we're going to just stick with love today. And the poet Rumi, he was a saint. He was a mystic. Rumi practiced Sufism as a discipline. Okay, we'll just go on and on about Rumi. Born September 30th, that makes him what? A Libra? What is a dervish? Okay. Oh, I have all this, like the benefits of whirling. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to find here. The Bektashi Creed permits the drinking of alcohol. As the dervish explains, it reveals a man's true character. That's interesting. And does not demand men and women to be segregated. The central ideas of Sufism, the idea of soul, divine proximity, divine love, and self-annihilation. Central to the theory of Sufism, love of humanity. According to Sufism, love of God means love of humanity, and thus they stressed that service to God is nothing but service to humanity. And I love that. The four principles of Sufism is repentance, sincerity, remembrance, and love. It traces the fundamental stages and states of the spiritual novice's transformative journey, emphasizing the importance of embracing both human limitations and God's limitless love. What is the Sufism golden rule? At the core of the golden rule are two principles. First, unity. We are not separate from each other or from the earth's community of life. And second, kindness. It is through compassion and love that this relative world is united with ultimate reality. Always lead with kindness. The whirling dervishes are known as their famous practice of whirling while performing remembrance to God. Dervish is a common term for initiate of the Sufi path. Whirling is a part of the formal Sema ceremony, and the participants are properly known as Semazans. You know, I would have a problem with whirling because I hate being dizzy, but apparently they even do all these things they like transform their diet, and they do all these things. Oh, okay, I'm going to read it. The physical health benefits of whirling: improves balance and coordination, increases flexibility and mobility, boosts cardiovascular health. All of you with heart problems out there, go out and whirl. Enhances respiratory function, so those of us with asthma. Mental benefits: reduces stress and anxiety, improves mood and emotional well-being, increases focus and concentrations. The Sufi dancer always turn in an anti-clockwise direction with eyes remaining unfocused. The right hand is raised towards the heaven to receive divine energy, and the left hand to the earth to channel the energy down to earth. As above, so below. So I guess I didn't actually write it down or keep a track of it, but they actually they alter their diet, and they know what part of the eardrum reacts to dizziness, and they have this particular way that they make it work where they just don't get dizzy. And then they just obviously what it is, the same thing that I love doing when we flow, is just getting out of your own way and letting yourself commune with the divine, and that way we bring the divine in and we become the divine. And so, I'm sorry, my stomach is growling as I'm sitting here, so I'm sharing my cookie of love. Speaking of love today. And yeah, I worked in various places around my neighborhood. I first worked at the Italian grocery store around the corner from me, and I just love Italians so much, and their love of life and their passion. And then I worked over at the coffee shop for the Greeks, and my favorite restaurant is the Sufi restaurant. And there are just so many traditions around here that I love. So I love my neighborhood, and I love that both of my boys grew up in this neighborhood, are growing up in this neighborhood. Even if it's crazy weather on this island, j'adore Montréal. So we're gonna lie down now and just rest and relax in our peace and our happiness and our love. And we're not whirling at all. We're gonna do the Dr. Ballet, and we're just gonna feel good. We're gonna listen to the song Sarah, and then we'll talk about it after. So thanks for joining me, everybody, today. I'm just turning off my heater. I've climbed up. Alexa, play Sarah by Fleetwood Mac.
Here is Sarah by Fleetwood Mac on Amazon Music.
This is a bit of a longer song, so I'm gonna go slow. I just feel good.
Wait a minute, baby. Stay with me a while. Said you give me life, but you never told me about the fire.
Okay, big stretch. my hips today. Oh, there's something in my eye. And circles. Oh, really massaging the back of the neck. There it is. Just knees to nose like this. Really landing in your soul now. And really just taking a minute. Letting everything fall into alignment. Finding your peace. As I was talking about my son's birthday yesterday, we had such a good time. And he really is my light and my love and my inspiration. And he's home today because I let him take the day off school. And so I was just like, let's lie here in our peace and calm and love. And then I hear him like making funny noises. Oh, sorry, I've got something in my eye. So he really does make me laugh. Oh my God, he's just my joy. And so what I was going to say about Stevie Nicks and that song, I don't know if you know, but it's written about an abortion that she had. And Sarah was what she would have called the baby. And I always found her so strong for writing that song and for singing it. And she went through a lot and she got over a lot. And she's, I don't know, I just find her so amazing. I just love her spirit so much, and it's such an inspiration to me. And when I did have an experiential relationship with spirit, once I knew that I could contact spirit and be with spirit and understand spirit's messages to me, because I went through a similar experience, I asked spirit what it was all about. And the answer was love. It's always about love. All of our lessons are about love and getting closer to the experience of love. And that is what all of Rumi's poetry is about. So check it out. And now we're gonna flow to Gypsy, because I am a gypsy deep down in my soul, and I know a lot of you are too. But you know what a mystic really is? It's someone just experiencing the divine experience of life. And so we are all mystics. And really, to be a gypsy, to wander around, to always be searching, I think we all have that deep in our souls. We're all nomads. But something about our society makes us want to like stay in one place. that was a lot about farming. But now I really do love where I live, and I love putting down my roots, and I am getting grounded and solid, and that's important too. So this little gypsy, she's growing up, as her kids are too. So cheers with my kombucha. My kids are my biggest inspiration to stay sober and healthy and well. And that brings me here for you all, in love and in light. So let's just flow happily now, okay? And remember the gypsies that we all are, returning to our gypsy souls. And knowing that that's okay, because Mystical M says it's okay today on Mystical Mondays. Let's all be gypsies and flow. Alexa, play Gypsy by Fleetwood Mac.
Here's Gypsy by Fleetwood Mac on Amazon Music.
So I'm back to the velvet underground, back to the floor that I love. To every room with some lace and paper flowers. Back to the gypsy that I was, to the gypsy that I love. And it all comes down to you, when you know that it does when lightning strikes. Baby once, baby twice. Oh, it lights up the night, and you see what you see. You see what you see. To the gypsy that remains, faces freedom with a little fear, with no fear, and only she's dancing away from me now. She was just a wish, and a memory is all that's left of you now. You see your gypsy. You see your gypsy.
stretching in the hips. That was fun. Thanks for joining me, you gypsies. Resting in downward dog. Coming back down to knees. And just resting in child's pose. Resting that third eye right there on the mat, okay? And see the light within. Whew. Feeling blessed and grateful. And it's all about finding that light within and lighting up to the divine and creating that experiential relationship with it. And it doesn't happen overnight, and it's not going to happen just like that. But if you have faith and you believe, the signs will show themselves. And all of it leads to healing. And once you realize that Spirit is there for you, Spirit has your back, everything's good. You're golden. And love can just flourish, and your heart can heal, and you can have faith in your own heart when you trust your own delicious, right? Not leading you astray. Going towards what's good for you now. Only what feels good, okay? And what gives you what you deserve. And so we don't settle, and we don't go back down to the darkness. We are whirling dervishes up into the light, the shiny, shiny light that is also within. So namaste. And I hope you find your connection with all the things that you love today on this mystical Monday. So thanks for joining me here in the sacred space. For all the sacredness possible, pleasing all of our senses and really becoming close to who we are, but also getting ourselves out of the way to let the divine come in and work through our lives. And that is the magic. And again, thanks for liking my magical sense video yesterday and yoga on the bed. And I'm sorry we can't always be in the bed, and I like to tease. I tease you all with coming back in here in the sacred space, but it's good because a lot of people love the sacred space too. So balance, and that's what is coming up with this eclipse coming up. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Okay, ciao for now.